Okay, here we're going to do a very simple guessing game, which is a text-based game. Okay, so first we'll put in graphics to set up the graphics for the window at 640, 480, so 640 across, 480 down, and we'll have 16-bit color, doesn't really matter, and we want it in a window, and we'll give it a title. So app title is guess game or guess game. Okay, so let's start with the initialization. Okay, and this is where we're going to put our variables, and we're going to have 5 turns, okay, on the game. So you've got to guess the number between 1 and 20 within 5 guesses, or you lose the game. So let's have our variable turns left, okay, equals 5, okay, and number to guess equals RND 20. So this will select a number between 0 and 20, an integer number between 0 and 20. Okay, and now we'll start our while when loop, our main game loop. Okay, so I'm going to put a main loop for the main game loop. When you put a semicolon in front of it, it just ignores everything that's in front of that semicolon. It's just for notation, so that when another person comes to read the program, they can read it better. Okay, so it's just for your information, or the programmer's information, or whoever reads the actual code, so they can see, oh, that's the main loop, oh, that's the startup or initialization, etc., etc. Okay, so you just put a semicolon in front of it, and it will ignore everything on that line. The computer will ignore everything on that line. Okay, so now we need a main loop. So we'll use a while when loop. Okay, so everything goes in between the while when loop, and that's a continuous loop. Okay, so we're going to do it while turns left is larger than 0, so while there are still turns left. Okay, when the turns run out, then the game ends and the window closes. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, as soon as because it starts counting from 0, we should put in turns left equals turns left minus 1. Okay, so every time it loops round, it's going to take 1 off after it's followed the rest of the instructions in the while when loop. Okay, so it's going to start here, it's going to go through all these instructions that we're going to program, and it's going to, when it goes without end, then it's going to go back here until you've got no turns left, and then it's going to exit the game. Okay, so let's put in our input. It's got to ask us a question, so we'll put guess, and we do this by using the input command. Input what number am I thinking of? Okay, and that's the text that will appear on the screen, and it will prompt you for the input guess, which is this one, and it will store it in this variable called guess. Okay, so we simply use an if then statement, which is fairly self-explanatory. If blah 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 condition, then do this. So if think of a real world example. If it's raining, then open your umbrella. Okay, so something like that. So if condition, if there is a certain condition, then do this. Okay, so we're going to go if guess equals number to guess, then exit. Okay. Okay, so if turns left equals 0, and we're going to put this outside the mains loop. Okay, so we want to probably tabulate this because it's all within the main loop, makes it easier to read. Okay, so you know where it's looping from here to here. Number to guess, I've just spotted that. Then exit. Okay, so this will ask you 5 times and then it will end. Okay, so let's run this program. Okay, what number am I thinking of? 1, 5, 7, 4, 3. Okay, so I've got no idea whether I guessed the right number or not. Okay, so we have to give some indication of whether I got the number right. So if I put if turns left equals 0, then print game over. Else print good guess. And so that we can actually see it, we'll put in a short delay. Delay 200. Okay, turns left, sorry, turns left. Okay. Sorry. Put a slightly longer delay so you can see it better. 3. Good guess. Oh, I got the guess right. Okay. And 5. No. 2. No. 1. No. 1. And 7. Game over. Okay, so I didn't get the number. Okay, that's still not much of a game though. We want to be able to tell if we've got it higher or lower. Okay, so let's put in this line of code. Okay, exit, by the way, does not end the program, it just exits the while when loop, so it goes by here. If I put in end here, it would actually end the program. Okay, but we don't want that, we just want it to exit the loop, and then it comes to here. Okay, just where this is, this part here. Yeah. Okay, so we actually want it to execute this bit. Okay, if we put end in here, it would not execute this bit because it would end the program. That's why we've got exit rather than end here. And I'll just delete that so I don't get any errors. So we want to tell if it's higher or lower. So if guess is less than number to guess, in fact I could probably just copy this, Control C, I'll just put that there, Control V, and if so, if the number is lower, the number that I guessed is lower, then I'll put in try a higher number. Okay, then print. Okay, and also if it's the other way round, i.e. the number you have guessed is higher or larger than the number to guess, then print try a lower number. Okay, so it's actually going to tell us whether we've guessed a higher or lower number based on our input. Okay, so let's try that out. I'm going to go 4. Try a lower number, 3. Good guess. Okay, you've noticed it's come out 3 again. If we run it again, 1. Try a higher number, 2. Try a higher number, and it's come out 3 again. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to call the random command from the computer clock, because when you call a random command in the computer, it will often fixate on the same number. So to make it more random, we can seed a random number from the computer clock, and this takes the number in milliseconds from the random clock at the time you run the program. That's the actual clock in your screen, in the bottom left hand corner of your screen. You've got the computer clock. Mine's saying 2:40 PM. It will actually take the actual milliseconds at the particular time the program runs, and then seed the random number generator from there and apply it to here. So if you run a program at a different exact time, according to the exact millisecond that you run the program, millionth of a second, then it will generate the random number from there, and it becomes far more random. Okay, so let's try it again. 4. Try a high number. 7. Ooh, 12. 20. Try a lower number. 15. Try a higher number. Okay, game over. Okay, so I didn't get it in that time. Okay, let's try 12. Try a lower number. Okay, so it's lower this time, so we know the number is different. 8. Try a lower number. 4. Try a lower number. 2. Try a lower number. 1. Game over. Okay, so we didn't get it. Let's see if we can get it. 10. Try a higher number. Try 15. Try a low number. 13. Try a low number. 11. Good guess. Okay, so it works, and that's how to do a simple number guess game. Okay, and you can put file, save as, whatever you want to save it as, guess game. And there we're done.